Welcome to Roofing Road Trips, the podcast that takes you on a thrilling journey across the world of roofing. From fascinating interviews with roofing experts to on-the-road adventures, we'll uncover the stories, innovations, and challenges that shape the rooftops over our heads. So fasten your seatbelts and join us as we embark on this exciting roofing road trip.
Hello and welcome to another Roofing Road Trips from Roofers Coffee Shop. My name is Heidi Ellsworth, and today we have a amazing topic, one that I've actually been so enthralled with for my whole career, 30 years in roofing, and this is one of my favorite topics, solar. Because for years, the country has been like, we're going to do solar roofs. We're going to get solar roofs. And it kind of started and it stopped and it started and it stopped. Well, I can tell you right now, it is going full force. And of course, our friends at Owens Corning have brought together the resources that every contractor needs to add solar to their business. This is an exciting topic, and I'm so excited to have Jon Gardner and the trainers from Owens Corning University on solar here today to talk about it. Hello, Jon.
Hello, Heidi. Good to see you again, or actually hear you today.
I know.
I
can hear you. We are out there in everybody's ear pods right now. This is exciting stuff. The solar world is just exploding, and it's about time. And I'm so excited to see this really hitting. So, Jon, I'm ready to. I am so excited to talk to you and your team about what's happening. So let's start with some introductions, and let's start with you, Jon, first.
For sure. And Heidi, as always, just a huge thank you for what you do for the industry and what you bring with Roofers Coffee Shop. It's just great, great stuff. We wouldn't be the same without you. So thank you so much. And thanks for this opportunity. As you said, I'm here with a team. I'll start with me. I'm obviously with Owens Corning. Today, I head up our learning and development platform for our contractors and our strategic partnerships. And what that means at the end of the day is these are the resources that we bring to bear for our contractors that help them scale and solve those problems, all packed inside of our program for our contractors. Solar has been a part that we've been looking at with regard to bringing in additional resources. And so excited today to talk to you along with a team here more about Solar Protect. So that's a little bit about me, and to hand it right off to Adam Bensman, who is part of this program.
Awesome. Heidi, glad to be here. Jon, thanks for the intro. Sure. Adam Bensman here, the Roof Strategist, host of the Roof Strategist YouTube channel and podcast, the most followed in our industry with millions of views. Creator of the Roof Strategist sales system, which is used by thousands in every state in the US, Canada, Australia, and Sweden. For both storm and retail, and founder of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, and training partner here for Owens Corning. And I'm going to punt it over to Kody.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Adam. And thanks, Heidi, for having me. My name is Kody. I'm the founder and CEO of Reimagine Roofing. We are a multi-state roofing contractor that worked exclusively with the solar industry at the start of our business model. And now we do both roofing and solar installations. I have a long background in the solar industry before I got into roofing, starting with my time in the Marine Corps. So I'm super excited to be here today, and I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Ryan.
Awesome. Thanks, Kody. My name's Ryan Shantz. I was the CEO of SumoQuote. SumoQuote, if you haven't heard yet, was acquired by Job Nimbus. So I'm now the VP of strategy over at Job Nimbus. SumoQuote, though, we have helped contractors sell literally billions of dollars worth of roofing jobs over the last handful of years here. We specialize in helping build beautiful quotes that help your business stand out and help you sell more at the end of the day. We've been super excited getting into solar over the last year or so here. And partnering with Owens Corning and other partners here has been fantastic for us. So very excited to be here today, and over to my good friend, Anna.
Hey, thanks, Ryan. I'm Anna Anderson, owner and CEO of Art Unlimited. We're a marketing agency, and I've been in the roofing space for 15, 18 years. Time goes fast. But what I wanted to say is I agree with you, Heidi. It's exciting, the things that are happening in the roofing industry as a whole, and the transition of roofers saying, hey, we can do the roof with solar combo. And so My portion of this amazing team of consultants and trainers is really bringing that marketing element to life and allowing roofers to see the true opportunity and how do they craft that message that really resonates. So it's an exciting opportunity for so many roofers in the industry.
I tell you what, Anna, Kody, Ryan, Adam, I'm so happy to have you all here. Jon, wow, what a team
Indeed.
you brought.
Yes, indeed. And, it's worth saying that you're only as good as your partners. And, when we think about, our responsibility to our contractors, obviously we've got to make the best products and provide those to our contractors. But at the end of the day, we see our role as helping our contractors to scale and solve some of those big problems. And it really starts with a fantastic team. And so the folks here on this podcast with us represent the best of the best in the industry in resourcing as well as technology. We together as a team have brought an amazing and fantastic opportunity for our contractors under the Solar Protect program. So I'm really excited to dig into this with the group here today and talk a little bit more about what it is and why this could be such an awesome resource for our contractors to bolt on yet another revenue stream for them and their business.
Yeah, I am so excited to hear about this. I mean, sustainability, solar, energy, you name it. These are the hot topics right now, not just in the roofing industry, but construction overall, and obviously across the country. So, Jon, tell us about Solar Protect and what Owens Corning is doing on this new sustainability initiative.
Yeah, thanks. And when we started our journey, Owens Corning, with regard to kind of where is solar and how does Owens Corning play? At the end of the day, it really started with and ended with some comprehensive research from both our contractors in our network and some of the experts that are surrounded inside solar. And through all that, through our journey, what we found out that was the most really the most critical element to help contractors and where they were potentially failing is not necessarily in the panel itself, but it's creating a holistic approach to helping our contractors take their existing roofing business and bolt on a solar opportunity every time that they go into the home and do what they do as an expert with regard to roofing. There is really nobody that's better suited to introduce solar and bolt that on than the existing roofing contractor in our network. So what is Solar Protect? I mentioned that, through all the research that we've done, the areas of most critical need are here. And one of them is, the system. What system are our contractors using? What systems are roofing contractors using to really be the foundation of solar? That what I mean by that is, with all the components available in roofing, we have to select the best in class that are designed to withstand not only the elements, but the introduction of something else on the roof, in this case, solar. So one of the elements that is part of Solar Protect is the best in class roofing system. The second element to Solar Protect is the first of its kind warranty that incorporates the introduction of solar on the roof along with the roofing system, the Owens Corning roofing system. So now our contractors can kind of easily position solar and actually bolt it into the actual sale of roofing, because the warranty itself, the enhanced warranty, covers both the roofing system as well as the brackets that are installed on the roof before solar is being put on. So what does that mean at the end of the day? That Owens Corning is going to provide enhanced protection and provide our contractors with an enhanced warranty that will include tear-off, including the panels and the brackets, and reinstalling all that in the event that there's a problem with the roofing system. So now we have a warranty that essentially is allowing our contractors to you don't have to worry about the solar on one side and roofing on the other. This warranty helps our contractors to bring them both together and provide a homeowner with one warranty that helps protect their entire investment, including the roofing system and the solar bracketing that's being placed on the roof. So that's number two. Number three, it turns out that the biggest area our contractors have in terms of difficulties, friction, trying to work solar into their business is those critical elements that enable them to actually do it. And so when we introduced Adam and Kody and Ryan and Anna, each one of our partners here has a very critical part to play in this training offering that we're bringing to our contractors under Solar Protect. And so specifically, what does that mean? Through our partners that we're talking here with today, each one of our consultants is handling those most critical areas to enable contractors to bolt solar into the roofing business. It starts with Adam Bensman and really understanding, why solar and how can solar fit into your business. And then Kody Landals really helps us to understand, how to start and get into solar. What are some of those key areas that we need to focus on to really enable us to understand this opportunity and dig into it without a lot of difficulty? And then Adam also gets into the science of selling solar in the home in addition to that roof that you're selling. And Ryan gets into the whole proposal and estimating elements of that whole experience when you're in the home. And then finally, and just as critical, is the marketing element of solar. And that's where Anna and her team come into play. So when you bring all this together, Heidi, the Solar Protect program really is really just about making sure that the system is best in class. The warranty integrates the solar. In this very specific training we're talking about here today, enables our contractors to systematically bring solar into their business, their existing business, without a lot of friction and without a lot of additional costs that Adam and Kody will get into, and be very successful in solar. And this coincides with all of the research that we did with regard to contractors in the business today and folks outside of the industry that are experts in solar. It's like, where are the pain points? The pain points were warranty, the pain point were system, and the pain points were how do I integrate this into my business so I can be profitable and my team is running at full speed. So we're pumped about Solar Protect. We know it's going to help our contractors out, and it's going to, through the partnership that we're listening to here today with our expert trainers and consultants that are very, very much part of the Solar Protect program.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just phenomenal. The fact that you and Owens Corning, the team there, really said, what's the problem and how do we enable and help our contractors? I mean, that's what it's all about, because they need the help. And I think, I'd love to kind of go over to Kody for a second as a contractor and what you're seeing with solar overall, because I'm sure there's still some people out there who are like, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. And so what are you seeing, Kody, around solar and solar sales from the roofing contractor's perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I firmly believe that over the next 5 years, there's not going to be any separate solar and roofing companies. There's just going to be solar and roofing companies. Just the competitive advantages as a roofer to be able to offer solar as a bolt-on service instead of it being an independent, separate business is just, it's massive. And to the homeowner, it's a much better customer experience. Would you rather have warranties with two different contractors or warranties with one contractor that's also backed up by a company like Owens Corning? So I just think the future of roofing has to involve solar, and any roofer that's not going to take that and add it to their business, they're going to fall behind the curve, and they're just not going to be able to compete in the future. Yeah.
And it's real quick, Kody, how long have you been doing solar, and really how have you seen your business grow?
So I've been doing solar. I actually did solar when I was in the Marine Corps. I was part of the teams that deployed solar for forward operating bases. And then I got out, I went to ASU, got a degree in solar and sustainability with a focus on renewable technology. And then I
Nice.
worked building solar door-to-door sales teams for multiple years prior to starting my roofing company. So as a roofing company, we've been in business 4 years. We did over 8 figures of revenue in our second year. So pretty big growth, and had a pretty big impact on us as a company. And we continue to have a lot of success because we're able to do both and offer the roofing with solar.
That's what everyone needs to hear out there. The success stories like you. That is just so perfect. So, Jon, as we are looking, you have really focused in with your team at OCU, Owens Corning University, to really bring this training on demand to the contractors. So I'd love to have every partner talk a little bit about what they're doing in that training, but just real quick, can you kind of set the stage on, Owens Corning University and how important this kind of training is?
Yeah, 100%. And thanks. The Owens Corning University is, it is designed for and used by our contractors across the United States to educate, to help educate and level up folks that are looking for training in all sorts of places, whether it's sales, production, installation, and solar. And so, our contractors, if you haven't been into Owens Corning University, if you haven't checked it out, please do so. Ask your local area sales manager. And what we're talking about here today, Heidi, is an example of what we have in Owens Corning University. So the folks that are speaking on this podcast here are actually in Owens Corning University. They're speaking to the specific areas of expertise that they have under the Solar Protect program. From beginning to end, our contractors will understand why solar and walk their way through that process to make a decision if solar's for them. And if it is, they can simply go right through Owens Corning University and add that to their existing preferred or platinum designation with Owens Corning. Simple as that. Very, very detailed information on OCU with the Solar Protect program. I think we're somewhere around 45 modules. So, don't freak out when you hear that number, because that should say, wow, that's really comprehensive, and this is going to get me in a great place. And so check it out, and look forward to hearing all the feedback contractors have on OCU. So there you go.
So here's your little preview trailer, everyone out there, before anyone else. So let's start with Adam. Adam, talk to us about your part of the training and solar overall.
Yeah, great question, Heidi. So my aspect of the training, I cover 2 parts, and I'm going to address both here. Is first, how to bolt solar onto your business. Now, roofers are responding in different ways because the cat's out of the bag. Everyone knows that solar's the wave of the future, whether people like it or not. I mean, conferences are being renamed Roof and Solar. Companies are rebranding Roof and Solar. So we're seeing roofers respond in various ways. Some are going all in. Others have tried and failed, including Kody and I had a gentleman that we rolled our sales system out. It was a beta tester for us, and his installer showed up at a job site, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, I'm here to do your solar, but I got to go get a ladder because I install pools for a living." So many folks are again have tried and failed, or they're trying and struggling, and many like me avoid it like the plague. Through these events, what we're finding is quite a few attendees. In fact, a fair percentage of them want to get started or don't know how, or they're just plain skeptical and they say, "Hey, I really don't know if this makes any sense." And I didn't want to get started in solar because I sat through the presentations on solar. To me, it didn't make any sense to put solar on anything but a new roof. The financial side didn't make sense. The fact that people don't share that the system has to get detached and reset if they redo the roof, and it's going to cost them $7,000 to $8,000. And my mother, which is a story that I share inside the training, she got taken advantage of on a solar lease. Long and short, it ended up costing her many thousands of dollars in having to get a roof redone after an insurance claim because the solar company put the solar back on, but it wasn't working, and people are pointing their fingers, this and that. And then there were 70 holes in her brand new roof, and she's paying for her solar, but also paying for electric. And I avoided it like the plague. And Kody, who kicked things off, he's the one that changed my mind on solar. And it wasn't until hearing from Kody an ethical way of doing solar that we decided to partner together and co-develop a roof with solar sales system that we tested and optimized over about a 12-month period. The reality is that our industry is under threats. We've got new legislation coming down the pipe. We've got private equity and consolidation, as we just saw not long ago with Home Depot acquiring SRS. We've got FLSA that went effective March 11th. We have SB 76 with Florida. There's a lot of changes that are threatening the industry, and solar is poised to be an incredible solution for rising prices, interest rates going up, and threats to insurance policy coverage, as well as on the retail side, by taking advantage of much lower interest in longer term solar loans. Now, solar is a completely counterintuitive business model that when someone says, hey, I'm going to add solar to a roof, it's cheaper. Like, how could it be to go from a $20,000 sale to a $50,000 sale and have the homeowner save money? But when we actually sketch out the difference of a retail roof financed at X plus adding in their electric bill compared to a solar roof, a solar system added to a roof sale, taking advantage of the solar financing vessels, it is shockingly cheaper every single month in most cases for a homeowner to add solar to their roof. And there's only two ways to grow your roofing business: add more customers or make more per customer. That's it. There's two methods. So this model, conservatively, you can, by adding solar to your business, you can grow by 41%. That's 41% more revenue without any new customers, without spending any more money on marketing, not needing any more leads, not hiring any more salespeople, and providing more value to your team. And that's what I lead the kickoff of the training on. And then once many people, by the way, I shouldn't say many, we just ran this yesterday in San Antonio, and every single person that raised their hand that said they were a skeptic, after the introduction, they said, I want to get in on solar. It made sense to them on how to ethically provide this to our homeowners. And then phase two that I cover is how to actually sell these systems in the home. And, in the interest of time, jump into OCU. I break down 5 really simple steps to begin integrating this into your sales model and plugging the biggest holes that people struggle with. The mistakes that sales reps are winging it in the house. They try to share way too much, way too soon. They overwhelm homeowners. This is not the type of sale that your sales force can likely begin doing on their own without a very structured system. So what used to work in the past was winging it and talking your way through it and jiving off the customer. Those days, when we get into a more complex sale, it's not going to work. So I break down the psychological essentials to set sales teams up for success, and most importantly, set up the consumer for success, because the very first thing that we do in the home is qualify them, where we're not offering solar if it doesn't make sense. And we cover the 5 make or break points, because in sales, it's not about getting to yes, it's about crossing off every reason for them that they'd say no. And that's the very first thing we do. So every company can ethically provide this to the homeowners where it makes sense, and then the path to do so they can grow. The company that we rolled this out in beta, they grew 80% in 12 months by bolting this on to their sales model. So that's my contribution to the sales model, or excuse me, to the platform here in OCU.
That's amazing. Wow. Kody, you've been working hand in hand with Adam. You are also one of the trainers. Talk to us about what you are providing and what you're talking about during these trainings.
Yeah, the single overall message that I try to bring to the table is helping roofing contractors get out of their own way and their own negative mindset. A lot of roofers I speak to is they say, hey, I don't mess with electrical. And it's such a limiting belief, similar to somebody if they say, hey, I'm not good at technology. They're using their iPhone, but they still can't figure out how to check an email because they've told themselves that they're not good at technology. So what I try to do is I try to simplify the process on how to get started, the next day. And that's what we cover is how to get started. Also, I do a market analysis that we zoom in all the way into the local market, but also look at a national level as well to help roofing contractors understand the benefit to homeowners that solar brings. The other big thing that I do is I go over just a small mental exercise for them where, imagine if you had right now you had access to be able to buy shingles at $100 a square. That was your current price right now. If you had the option to lock in the price for $120 a square for your next 20 years, would you do it? Even though you're paying more money right now, and every contractor across America says yes, because we constantly are going to have price increases. And that's the opportunity that there is for homeowners. And once I kind of make that analogy for our contractors, the light bulb really goes off and they say, wow, that is a great opportunity for homeowners, and we should be offering it. And then we just go over the next steps of how to get started, how to add it to the business in a simple way. And then finally, I wrap up with talking about what I think is one of the biggest underserved markets right now and a golden opportunity for roofers. And that's it. That's detach and reset of old solar systems, or what I like to call orphan solar systems. So many solar companies have gone out of business, just like many large roofing companies go out of business. However, when a solar company goes out of business, that homeowner that has solar on their roof, let's say they get hit by a hailstorm, they need somebody to take those panels off and put them back on. And in my opinion, it should be roofers. And right now what's happening is it's mostly other solar contractors. And that's what I really try to help catalyze for our roofing contractors, the confidence to go out and start doing at least their own detach and resets, and then learn the new solar sales process as well, build from there, partner with an installer if they want to on the new sales side, and just teach them how to add this to their business in the quickest and most efficient way possible.
Wow. And it's real life experience. That's the thing I love about this, is bringing in, Kody, having you come in with a roofing company with all the experience you have even before that. This resonates. It resonates with the contractor. So, but I think another part of it, honestly, is, okay, great. I'm sold. Adam, Kody, you sold me. But now how in the heck do I do it? So Ryan, what do you bring?
Well, as a roofing contractor myself, my partners and I, we've owned or continue to own a couple of the largest roofing businesses up in Canada here. And so I've been in this industry for a long time. I love what Kody said there. He made the comment that really this should be roofing contractors doing this stuff. When we look at the solar industry these days, it's so fragmented and so broken, and there's so many different pieces to it. And yet it really should be this experience when their roof is going on. The timing of this stuff is perfect for our industry. And as a roofing owner myself, we want to look at ways to diversify and do it in an industry that we're already connected with. And so to be able to understand that diversification strategy, but then also to understand the technical side of how do we standardize this, to your point, Heidi? How do we make sure that operationally this fits with our teams, that there's guardrails in place so that they don't start shooting all over the place, and they've got some things that are guiding them through this process technically as well. So from the SumoQuote side, what we've been able to build is we've been able to build something that not only has been best in class for roofing for years, but it's something that now is very specifically built for selling roofs with solar. So selling a solar job is different, but should happen at the same time as selling a roofing job. And being able to understand how to design a system, how to forecast savings, how to pull in data from their utility company, how to compare their current electrical consumption with the production that's being forecasted, with the design of what's being built. A lot of this stuff can feel really, really overwhelming. And so we've created a system that makes it very easy for them to do retail roofing sales, insurance roofing sales, or roofs and solar sales together. I don't want to get into too much detail on this stuff. I'll just mention anybody that's connected with Owens Corning, you're a leg up on all of this, because your Owens Corning area sales managers, they're going to have copies of a book called The Roofer's Guide to Solar. And it's something that was developed in conjunction with SumoQuote as well. A ton of time and energy has been spent on this, and to explaining the warranty within that, as well as getting into more of the technical sales and design details on this stuff. All of that is available by connecting with your area sales manager at Owens Corning, and will help take you a long ways in getting going into the solar industry here.
That's amazing. That is great. Ryan, thank you so much. And, to wrap all this up with a beautiful bow is, how do you market it? How do you let your community know that you are now offering solar, since you have all these skills from these gentlemen? And that brings us to Anna Anderson. Anna, let's market this.
Yeah, thanks so much, Heidi. So, I think the exciting thing is through Owens Corning University, and what we've heard here today is we have all the pieces, right? So as a contractor, you're ready to go full force and say, hey, we provide roof with solar combos, and we're that new face of the roofing industry. But your consumer doesn't understand that, right? They don't realize that you do both solutions all in one package. So what we walk through is saying, hey, not only can you tap into your existing audience and provide that new message, but how do you create more opportunities, and how do you educate that customer? So we dive deep into identifying what that type of persona looks like, who's most likely to purchase from you, not only the roof system, but the roof with solar solution. Identifying what that customer looks like also says, how do they consume content? How do you create content that resonates and identifies the pain points that they may be concerned about? And then presenting that message of the unique opportunities that are available through your services. And I think that's the key component is you as a business owner are transforming your message. You're creating a message that truly resonates with your target consumer that you know has a high conversion rate, and you're able to market your business in the channels that they are consuming media through. So being very targeted and allowing your business and your message to work for you and drive those opportunities. So that's where we're leaning in heavily through Owens Corning University with the roof with solar messages, saying, hey, don't do that broad brush stroke anymore. Truly identify your target persona, understand the media that they consume, be there, educate them, be the resource that they turn to when they say, I'm tired of paying these rising energy costs. And I have this opportunity in front of me because more and more consumers recognize that their roofscape is their next opportunity to be more efficient. And so you as the contractor can bring that education and value to the forefront and begin to transform your business. Like Kody said, it's a great opportunity, and you already understand how to protect their home. Who better to integrate the solar solution into that marketing message?
So true. So well said. Thank you, all of you. I mean, I'm excited about this training. This is pretty incredible, Jon. When you look at the steps and how you've put this team together to really take a contractor, hold them by the hand, take them from, I want to do this to, I'm doing this. I know you have a webinar coming out on April 16, which everyone should sign up for now. And if you're hearing this podcast after April 16th, go on demand because it will be there as everything is at OCU. But Jon, kind of recap for us how bringing all of this great knowledge and wisdom together and really how contractors can move through this program and really change their business.
Yeah. And just listening to the group, just such great stuff. And first and foremost, like we talked about, Heidi, in the beginning about Owens Corning University and the resources that we bring to bear. And I just want to recognize this team again. And in the context of number one, when we think about what we want to do, what our responsibilities is not just about product anymore. It's really about helping our contractors scale and grow their business. And the partnerships that we've been able to build within Owens Corning University, the folks that are on this podcast, Adam Bensman, Kody Landals, Ryan Shantz, Anna Anderson, they all represent or own the companies that are best in class when it comes to, learning these very, these resources aren't complex, but they demonstrate in a very comprehensive way how to plug this in almost immediately into the business. So I just want to recognize this group again, because they are the best of the best when it comes to the roofing industry. When it comes to really getting a hold of this content, and look, for contractors that are new to solar, for folks that haven't heard about Solar Protect, it really starts with a conversation with your area sales manager. And our area sales managers can kind of walk you through some of the bigger elements of Solar Protect. But if you're ready and you have access to Owens Corning University, we built in an entire sequence and process for our contractors to first just learn about what the opportunity is. And then as they walk through the training, they literally have an opportunity to learn from Adam and Kody and Ryan and Anna on these very, very critical areas that enable contractors to actually be successful when in roofs with solar. All that being said is, and outside of the training that enables our contractors, we do have additional resources to help them dig into even more. And they're in the form, and Ryan, you mentioned this, the Roofer's Guide to Solar is an ebook that was published in partnership with everybody that's on this call here. It originated from SumoQuote, and we have some really awesome content in there that speaks specifically to this program. This ebook is about 70 pages long, and this one book will help contractors kind of walk through the solar opportunity and go all the way through the book to learn the various aspects of what we're talking about here today. So that's an additional resource available through your area sales manager or through OC Connect. And we also built out a tech stack, and the technology stack is a continuation of Owens Corning's tech stack model that we introduced about 2 years ago. And this is all about technology. And so to be able to take advantage of the learnings here and really plug it into the business, that's going to get every contractor in the front row position to be super successful in solar. But technology can also play a big part in the success of the company overall. So we're showcasing the solar tech stack that incorporates very specific technologies that are designed to integrate and do integrate with one another, that enable the business to even be that much more productive and profitable when it comes to roofs with solar. So with regard to the training content, OCU for sure, the tech stack, please dig into that, the solar ebook, and of course, reach out to each and every one of the folks that are part of this team, Kody, Adam, Ryan, and Anna. They bring so much to the table and have such expertise in these areas that reach out to them directly, ask those questions, and look for them on Owens Corning University, both online and in the field in live settings all across the United States throughout the year. So that's some big picture how our contractors can get involved, and couldn't be happier. This road started a couple of years ago. We launched it at IRE this year, and we continue to share this message across the United States with contractors that are looking for an additional opportunity. And there's no better opportunity for roofing contractors than to get into solar, but get into it the right way, focus on the right areas to help you be successful. And that's what Solar Protect is all about. So there you go.
It's excellent. Oh, that's excellent. Jon, congratulations. Congratulations on great program, great warranty. And I would say for any contractors out there who are not Owens Corning contractors, you can get involved with this by becoming an Owens Corning contractor. So you can find all that information on Roofers Coffee Shop in the Owens Corning directory. Of course, just going to Owens Corning and reaching out. Jon, I love the fact, reach out to this team. If you aren't involved with them, whether it's Job Nimbus or Art Unlimited, the roofing strategist, any of these, this is the kind of resources you need in your business. So thank you all. Thank you, Jon, and thank you, team. Congratulations on a great program. And this is pretty exciting. Everyone should remember April 16th webinar on all of this, and it'll be a lot longer.
There you go. There you go. Heidi, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be with you.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, the whole team, for being here today. For Adam, Kody, Ryan, and Anna, and for all of you, thank you so much for listening today, taking this information and putting it to work for your business. That's what this is all about. So be sure to check out the Owens Corning directory on Roofers Coffee Shop, and also check out all the podcasts under the RLW navigation on Roofers Coffee Shop. Look for Roofing Road Trips. Be sure to also subscribe and set your notifications for Roofing Road Trips on your favorite podcast channel so you don't miss a single episode. We'll be seeing you all next time on Roofing Road Trips.
If you've enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on every roofing adventure. make sure to visit rooferscoffeeshop.com to learn more. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next roofing road trip.